Hola, hello, hi. So I started my first day of Spanish class today. 咁我今日開始咗我第一日嘅西班牙文堂啦。I have been studying on a mobile phone app before. 咁我之前其實係一路都喺手提電話上面嘅一個 app 嗰度學緊啦，咁樣樣。In the app I finished A1. 咁喺個 app 度我係完成咗 A1嘅。So I should be able to introduce myself, say my name, say what do I like to do in my free time, that sort of thing. 咁我即係應該就係識得介紹自己啦，喺邊度嚟啊，中意做啲咩啊，唔中意做啲咩啊咁樣樣啦咁。So when I registered for this class， 咁當我去即係登記上呢個班嘅時候咧，they said that I have to go in earlier this morning。咁我哋今日咧第一日就要早啲去到啦 ，and then I have to take just an exam just to see, which class they would place me in. There's a placement test, yeah. 咁就要考編班試啦，今朝早要早啲去咁樣。So it's a very very long day for me. 咁今日咧好長啊 ，because it's Monday， 咁因為星期一啦。So Monday morning I have to teach playback workshop online。From 6:30 in the morning until 8:30 in the morning。咁我逢星期一朝頭早咧係6點半至到8點半咧要上網教 playback 啦咁樣。So but this morning I have to be in the school at 8:30。咁但係今朝我8點半要去到學校啦。So I told my class that I have to leave earlier. So I left at 8 o'clock。咁我今朝就同咗我班playback 嘅朋友講啦，咁我就要早啲即係完咗個工作坊，我就要趕翻學啦咁樣樣。So I left my apartment at 8 o'clock。咁我8點鐘離開呢個 Airbnb 啦咁，跟住and then I took a taxi， 跟住我就搭的士to the school， 咁就去學校啦咁樣。And then I took the placement test， 咁我就做咗嗰個編班試啦咁。So it's really just a conversation with one of the teachers。咁其實就係佢揾個老師同你傾偈啦咁樣樣。And I was so worried。咁其實我好擔心嘅 because when I arrived here in Cartagena， 咁我即係嚟咗 Cartagena 咁耐啦 ，it's a week right， 咁一個禮拜啦咁。People on the street to talk to me like I could barely understand them。如果啲人同我喺街講嘢傾偈，其實我係完全係即係聽唔明啊，唔知佢講乜嘅咁。So most of the time it's 10% and I have to guess what they're saying, but it's kind of I do not have the words in my mind。咁其實大部分時間可能明1成啦，然後係估啦，即係咁樣，然後係，但我唔會知其實佢講緊乜咯，即係 I cannot form the sentence in my mind， 即係我唔可以喺個腦裏面知道嗰句説話係點樣寫翻出嚟啊咁樣。But the teachers were actually really articulated, they speak slower, and I was surprised, I understand most of it during the placement test。咁我係都超驚奇，即係佢因為老師講得慢啦，同埋即係佢講嘢好清楚，啲咬字好正嘅咁樣樣啦。咁出乎意料之外，其實我都明，即係都明幾多嘅喺嗰個編班試度。So anyway, I get into a medium class, intermediate class, not the beginner class。咁總之咧，我就成功考得入去，即係中班啦，唔係最基礎嘅班啦。Because I really didn't want to retake or relearn all these kind of self-introduction thing。咁我真係好唔想咧，再由頭再學嗰啲即係 Me llamo Michelle，soy de Hong Kong， 即係係啦嗰啲最基礎嗰啲，即係係啦 My name is Michelle，I am from Hong Kong，that sort of thing。So I'm so glad I don't have to do that。咁我就好開心啦，我可以即係係啦，唔使再上最基礎嗰班啦咁樣。And I was just so happy because in class I actually could understand 70 to 80% of it because the teacher was only speaking in Spanish. It was entirely just Spanish。咁超開心係上堂可以明到7至8成啦，因為老師係完全淨係講西班牙文，係零英文嘅。We couldn't speak in English at all。And in this exercise, we did，it was a 4-hour class， 咁其實係4個鐘頭嘅堂啦咁。And the first hour we were sort of introducing ourselves，and then the teacher was talking about the structure of the class。咁頭一個鐘我哋就大家互相介紹啦，自我介紹啦，跟住個老師解釋下我哋上堂其實即係嗰個嘅結構係點樣啦，個班係點啦咁。And then we took a break， 咁跟住我哋就休息啦。And then we came back for 2 hours， 咁跟住翻嚟咧2個鐘頭嘅堂咧。The teachers have like these cards with the verbs on it， 咁佢就有啲動詞嘅卡啦咁樣。So we would take turn and would took one of the cards and then would do the conjugation。咁我哋就其實就輪流抽嗰個牌啦，咁就跟住嗰個動詞咧學西班牙文就係要學，即係譬如咧佢哋 I U he she。全部咧都係唔同嘅寫法，好似我哋即係英文都會轉啦咁樣樣，但係佢哋係直情 present tense 入邊都已經每一個唔同嘅第一身、第三身咧都已經係唔同嘅字㗎啦，咁樣啦咁。So the first round we were doing like conjugation, and then the second round she was like we cannot show the verb to the other people in the class, but we have to use Spanish.To describe or sort of explain this word, and so the other people in the class have to guess what the verb is。咁然後第2 round 嘅時候咧，就係我哋抽咗個牌咧，唔可以俾人睇嗰個係乜嘢動詞啦，而我哋要用西班牙文去嘗試講呢個詞係點解，等其他人估呢一個字係咩字咁樣樣咯。So it's like a lot of practice， 咁係好多練習啦。And then we also learn conjugation， 咁然後又學到即係啦唔同嗰個字其實要點樣去改嗰個字尾啦。跟住又即係啦，你真係要講西班牙文，即係去形容啲嘢啊咁樣樣。So it was a lot of fun. It was challenging， 好好玩啦，好有挑戰性啦。And also like just you really are immersed.In the environment of the language， 咁你真係完全喺個語境裏面啦咁。So I really enjoy it， 咁我超級中意啦。And then the last hour， 咁仲有就係咁上咗3個鐘啦，咁然後最尾嗰個鐘咧 ，they change the teacher， 佢哋就換另一個老師入嚟 ，and it's only just speaking practice。咁然後就淨係練習就係會話啦咁樣樣。And so the teacher came in with a theme， 咁個老師就會有個主題啦。And then she prepared some questions， 咁佢就準備咗一啲問題啦。Then she would ask the questions and then ask us to answer the questions and then discuss。咁佢就會即係問咗個問題，就叫我哋是但一個人答咗之後咧，就叫我哋討論啦，即係咁樣樣。All in Spanish again， 咁全部都係西班牙文啦咁。Now this part I find it much more difficult。咁呢一 part 我覺得係再即係難啲嘅咁樣樣啦。I probably understand like 50 to 60%， 咁我可能明係大概50%至60%咁樣樣啦咁。But the teacher was really like both of the teachers were really great。咁2個老師都超好啦。And they have like different way of speaking， you know like and so you sort of like you don't just get stuck with one teacher's like habit or whatever, because like after learning so many languages I know when you just follow one teacher you sort of like at some point you will only just understand your only teacher, you know the only person you can understand is your teacher。 咁我學過咁多語言咧，我知啊，你死跟一個老師咁梗係好啦，即係咁。但係好容易咧係會真係你最後只係會明你自己個老師講嘅嘢咁咯，其他人講嘢你就唔明咯咁樣。So I really appreciate the way that they are arranging the classes, and also like all the classmates are also very willing to speak as well。 咁同埋啲同學都好好啦，個個都好願意開口講啦。And a lot of patience and encouragement， 咁同埋即係好支持大家啦咁。Even when we were walking outside or you know just sort of going out together, like we try to speak in Spanish whenever we can。 咁即係大家都會即係會講西班牙文啦，即係識講西班牙文嘅時候都會講西班牙文，太複雜先至轉翻英文咁樣樣咯。So it's just really amazing， 咁就超正啦咁。And then because today is the first day, they gave us free lunch。咁而今日係第1日啦，咁所以咧我哋就有免費的午餐食啦。咁 so I get to taste like the traditional fried fish here with the coconut rice and also a corn pancake something like that。 咁喺度食咗地道嘅一個炸魚嘅椰漿飯咁樣樣啦，咁係超好食嘅 ，it's very delicious。咁 跟住晏晝咧，佢哋仲有咧免費嘅活動，你可以即係自由報名參加啦咁。And in the afternoon, they have free activities that you can just sign up and join. And today there is like this visit to the Museo Navi。咁佢今日就係去一個就係佢哋嘅海軍嘅一個博物館咁樣啦，海事博物館啦咁樣樣。So it was really cool. Like the teacher became our guide, and this is another teacher again. 咁又有另一個老師就帶隊啦，咁我哋就一齊出去呢個博物館啦。And he was speaking in Spanish as well. 咁佢都係講西班牙文啦。But I also can understand. 咁我都一樣明喎。Maybe like 70% to 80% again. 咁即係7成至8成啦咁。So it was really cool. 咁超正啦，and also like it built a lot of confidence for me。咁亦都令我好有信心，即係係啦，我覺得原來我其實都係 OK 嘅咁樣樣咯。But it's such a long day。咁但係就冇咗一日㗎啦，咁樣樣咯。So I came back to the apartment around like just before 5。咁我大概應該啱5點前翻到嚟呢度啦，咁樣。I'm so hungry， 咁啊超肚餓啦 ！I ordered takeout， I ordered delivery， 咁我叫咗外賣啦咁。So after the reading, I will be eating, and then I will put this on YouTube before I sleep。咁我就一陣錄完之後咧，我就會食咗嘢先啦。咁跟住臨瞓之前就會上 YouTube 啦咁。So this is going to be my next 3 weeks, you know, like just like every day。Just learning Spanish, speaking and listening to Spanish。咁我就會係嚟緊呢3個禮拜都係咁樣樣啦，就全日咁樣浸淫喺呢一個西班牙文入邊啦，咁樣樣。So yeah, I just really love it。咁我就超中意啦咁。So if you're thinking about learning Spanish in South America, think about Nueva Lingua。咁你如果係想要即係都想嚟南美去學西班牙文嘅話，我可以考慮下我呢間學校，我覺得非常好啊，係啦。Alright, so let's begin today. 咁我哋今日正式開始啦。Read to Resist, Day 199。當閱讀也是抗爭，第199日。A Concise History of Hong Kong by John Mark Carroll。香港簡史，從殖民地至特別行政區，著者高馬可，譯者林立偉。Opium was so lucrative that from 1845 to 1941, the Hong Kong government derived much of its revenue from the trade. Indeed, writes historian Christopher Munn, the opium trade in Hong Kong are so obviously intertwined that it is hardly possible to consider the early history of the colony without some reference to the drug. The colony was founded because of opium. It survived its difficult early years because of opium. Its principal merchants grew rich on opium, and its government subsisted on the high land rent and other revenue made possible by the opium trade. In the 19th century, most of its revenue came from taxes on the processing and retail of opium, granted to the highest bidder. When the Hong Kong government, under orders from the British government in 1908, reluctantly closed opium demands, the British government had to reimburse the colony for its losses. Wealthy Chinese businessmen argue that although banning the sale of opium would be good for the Chinese public, it would hurt both government and merchant revenues. Even after the export of opium to China was ended in 1913, the monopoly on opium consumed within Hong Kong provided a substantial source of government revenue. Although the League of Nations urged the British government after World War I to end the monopoly on opium and to criminalize smoking opium in Hong Kong, the Hong Kong government still derived considerable revenues from the sale of opium. The government monopolies were not abolished until after World War II, when opium smoking was also banned. 在1845至1941年，鴉片是一本萬利的生意，以致香港政府的財政收入很大部分是來自鴉片貿易。事實上，歷史學家文基賢 Christopher Munn 寫道：鴉片貿易和香港顯然密不可分。探討這個殖民地早期的歷史，幾乎不能不提這種毒品。這個殖民地之所以成立，這個殖民地之所以建立，就是因為鴉片。它能撐過早期的艱難歲月，也全像鴉片。此地的重要商人全靠鴉片致富。 政府也依賴高地租和其他由鴉片貿易造就的收入來維持運作。在19世紀，這些財政收入大多來自鴉片加工業和零售業徵收的稅項。這些行業是以拍賣方式批給出價最高者經營。1908年，香港政府迫於英國政府的命令，心不甘情不願地關閉鴉片煙館。英國政府還得補償殖民地的損失。華人富商認為禁煙雖然有益於華民，但卻有損政府稅項和商人收入。1913年停止向中國輸出鴉片後，對香港境內吸食鴉片的鴉片煙實行專賣，是政府財政收入的重要來源。雖然國際聯盟在第一次世界大戰後力促英國政府取締鴉片專賣制度，並把吸煙鴉片列為刑事罪行，但香港政府依然從鴉片販賣獲取可觀收入。政府專賣制度直至第二次世界大戰後才廢除，吸鴉片也是到那時候才被禁止。So this is the reading of today。咁我哋今日就係讀呢一段啦。咁 it talk about like this opium as like the center of Hong Kong early history and like how Hong Kong wouldn't exist like if it weren't for this opium。咁講到鴉片呢件事喺香港即係嗰個重要性啦，就係、是、如果冇咗鴉片，其實可能就冇香港啦咁樣咁。So I'm actually like this is the first time for me to know that opium didn't like get abolished or banned only after until like World War II。我其實係第一次知道原來係要去到第二次世界大戰之後先至叫正式禁鴉片呢樣嘢。But I guess it's true, right? Because like we have like these movies or that talks about old Hong Kong that will still have this opium den, right? 我諗都係嘅，即係我哋睇呢一個即係啲電影啊，舊嘅電影啊，咁都係即係舊香港都仲係有鴉片，即係有煙館啊，有成啊咁樣樣。But for me, like these things, like it seems like such far behind me. Like it's just something that happened so long ago. I wouldn't imagine it's the same kind of like century 我諗係對我嚟講，好似係即係嗰啲係好遠嘅歷史嘅事咧，我冇想像過係同一個世紀發生嘅，即係同我成長嘅嗰個世紀一齊發生咁樣樣。So time is a very curious thing。咁時間係一件好神奇嘅事，好有趣嘅事啦咁樣樣。And how we look at what happened in the past and what is going on right now, sometimes it's really interesting how we distance ourselves or how we place ourselves in different distances. And 所以我覺得即係時間呢樣好有趣，就係即係我哋點樣去擺自己喺個時間線上面擺位去睇唔同嘅嘢，都係好有趣嘅咁樣樣咯。咁 So yeah, anyway, this is it for today。咁我今日就嚟到呢度啦。咁I will share more about like my Spanish learning journey as well。咁我同大家分享多啲我學西班牙文嘅之旅啦，係啦。咁 because I guess like that would only be the only thing I can do from here on now 我之後嘅生活應該都只係得呢樣嘢啦咁樣樣 But yeah, I'm excited 嗰個，但係好興奮啦咁樣樣 It's always exciting to learn a new language 學新語言永遠都係超開心嘅 I'll see you again tomorrow and that's it 聽日再見啦，拜拜。